What is up, you guys? My name is Madison. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. In today's video, I'm going to be doing all the books I read in 2022. I didn't read it a lot. I only read 29 books, which to some people is a lot, but like compared to last year, I think I read like 75 or something. Like I didn't even hit my goal, which is funny because my goal was 30 and I only read 29. But I am just going to kind of speed through this a little bit. So starting off with the books that aren't rated, I have books 5 through 12 of the Magic Treehouse. I used to read these to my ex, and obviously we broke up, so I'm not going to read them anymore. Now I'm just collecting them because I like to collect them. And then the last one that that was unrated was a textbook that I read. This is Folklore Rules by Lynn S. McNeil. The name sounds familiar. She was in the Unexplained. But yeah, I took a folklore class over the summer, and this was the textbook. And my mom bought it, so I just kept it. Okay, now into the books that I did read. So the first picture I have is the picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I gave this 3 stars, but I also did not pay attention to when I was listening to the audiobook. And this copy is so beautiful. I got it for Christmas last year. I'm obsessed. It's so beautiful. Next, I have Poems by William Blake. I gave this 4 stars. 3 stars? Yes, I gave this 3 stars. I read this for a senior course. I took my senior year. Yeah. Next, I have Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. I gave this 4 stars. I also read this for that senior year class, and I enjoyed it, so. Next, I have The Eclectic Schizophrenias by Esme Wong. Her name's right there. I'm not gonna try and mispronounce it. I enjoyed this. I also gave this 4 stars. This was the first book I finished for the year. Next, I have The Young Elite by Marie Lu. Marie Lu is my absolute favorite author of all time. I have just about every single one of her books. But yeah, I give this 4 stars, and I really hope that I can read the second one. The second book is currently in Pennsylvania, so that's on the TBR. Next, I have the first book in the Halflings series, or something, I don't know, by Heather Birch. I gave this 4 stars. I remember I've had this book for so long, and I just did not want to pick it up. I don't know why. I just did not want to pick it up. Next, I have The Coldest Touch by Isabel Sterling. I gave this 5 stars. It is phenomenal. The writing is amazing. The plot is amazing. You can, see. But it's literally so good, and I cried so hard. I wholeheartedly recommend. Next, I have Dracula by Bram Stoker. This used to be my favorite classic book of all time, ever. But I gave this 4 stars. I read this for that senior class. Next, I have A Watchman by Nicholas Sparks. I gave this 4 stars. I read this book in one sitting. I cried, sobbed, just like I did the movie. I sobbed. Next, I have Animal Farm by George Orwell. I read this a couple days ago. I finished it a couple days ago, and I gave this 5 stars. It was phenomenal. I also read 1984 this year, and I don't know where any of that went, but that is my favorite classic book, and I give that 5 stars. Next, I have Winter Roses After Fall by Robert M. Drake. Robert M. Drake is my favorite poet. My mom got me 2 of his books for Christmas. I'm literally in love with his writing. I gave this 5 stars. I definitely recommend if you haven't read any of his stuff. Next, I have Sky Hunter by Marie Lu. I believe I gave this 5 stars. Yes, I gave this 5 stars. I'm on the search for a paperback version of the second book. Yeah, hopefully I can go back to the bookstore soon. If not, I'll just order it online. The last physical book I have here is The Misplaced, which is a graphic novel by Chris Callahan. I can't find it on my list, but I gave this 5 stars. It's so good. The art style is phenomenal. It's amazing. I 10 out of 10 recommend. Pick it up. I actually got that from my dad's shop because I thought it looked cool. Now, that's all the books that I physically have with me, but for the books I don't, Twisted Love by Anna Hong, I gave that 5 stars, and that's currently with my brother. I am on the hunt for the second one of that one too. Next, I have Girl Online on Tour by Zoe Suggs Ghostwriter, and I gave that 3 stars, and it's only rated so high because of the nostalgia factor and because I listened to it. And then I have It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, which I gave 3 stars, and that's currently with one of my friends. I don't really know which one, I just know it's with one of them. Next, I have The XX by Erin Sterling. I picked up her next book, but I gave that one 4 stars. Next, I have Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, and I gave that 4 stars, which I forgot to write down for some reason. And I have Catherine House, which I gave to my mom, but I gave that 3 stars as well. And that's all the books I believe that I read this year. It was a pretty good reading year. I had quite a few 5s. In like the small little section of books that I did have. So yeah, I hope you all had a great reading year and just a great year in general. And I make sure to like, comment, subscribe down below. All my social media will also be down below, and I will see you next time, whatever that may be. Bye!